Hi, today we're going to be making butter chicken. So for that, I'm going to first marinate the chicken. So I'm going to marinate the chicken with salt and red chili powder. So I've got 1 spoon of salt there with 1 spoon of chili powder. I'm just going to put that in, and I'm going to put some lemon juice, and I'm going to allow this to once I've mixed it, I'm going to allow this to set aside for 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a mix and put it aside. Right, as you can see, the chicken is nicely mixed, so I'm going to leave this aside for 20 minutes to half an hour now. While the chicken is getting tendered, I'm going to fry some onions. Now this is completely optional, you don't have to put the onions in this, but that only depends on you. If you want to use onions, as you can see, I've sliced them up nice and thinly. I'm going to pour some oil in and allow these to get golden brown. And at the same time, what I've done is I've crushed 6 medium-sized tomatoes for the recipe, but in the meantime I'm going to allow the onions to get golden brown. As you can see, the onions are golden brown now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in the blender, and I'm going to blend them, and just also take out all the oil from them. What I'll be doing now is I'll be putting some butter in this pan, and then I will put the chicken on top. So I'm just going to let the butter melt initially. As you can see, I've placed all the chicken in the pan, and I'm going to allow this to get completely tendered and done. So that's going to stay there for about 15 minutes, I would say. In between, I'll be turning them around. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on to the gravy. For that, I'll be using butter, 250 grams. I will also be using the following spices. I've got cardamom powder, I've got paprika, I've got coriander powder, turmeric powder, and I've got some dried fenugreek leaves, and I've also put 3-4 cardamoms there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the butter in the same saucepan that I used to get the onions golden brown. So I'm going to allow that to melt. Once that's melted, I'm going to add all the mixture, all the spices to it. Got to mention, I will also be using ginger and garlic to this, so this will also be going in to the paste. As you can see, the butter is all melting, so before it gets overcooked, I'm going to add all the spices. That. I'm also going to add the ginger and garlic paste to it. And I'm going to give that a good mix. As you can see, the spices have mixed in well, and also the butter is completely melted. So at this stage, I'm going to add the crushed tomatoes to this. So as mentioned before, I've used 6 medium-sized tomatoes, and I'm also going to add the onion paste to it. So once I blended the onions, this is how they turned out, and I'm going to let this all mix in well the gravy for about 15 minutes. So I'm just gradually putting in the onion paste. I'm going to put the flame up. Just moving over to our our chicken, I'm going to just turn these around once. So I'm going to allow them to be done from the other side as well. Sorry, my flame was actually too high, so it just burned from the side, but that's completely fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow these to get done completely. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. Going back to this, as mentioned before, I'm just going to let this completely done. So once it's done, I'll come back. Right, as you can see, our gravy is coming thick. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add half a spoon of red chilli and half a spoon of salt. Like that. If you like your to be extra spicy, you can add more spices to it. Just going to mix that. Right, as you can see, gravy is nearly done, and the consistency is reducing. Going to give it a couple more minutes. This is a quick and easy recipe that you can make. Right, as you can see, our gravy is done now. Also, as you can see, this is the chicken. I'll just bring the camera here on this side. As you can see, the chicken is done as well. I'm just going to show that to you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this into the gravy. Okay. So I'm going to put in the pieces one by one. Now I'm going to let this mix all together for about 10-15 minutes. As you